Welcome back. We are having our final conversation this morning, and as we mentioned, it's all about meeting Miss Belize Latina 2024. She is brought to us by the ILS Phoenix Foundation. So we have here with us the director of ILS Phoenix, Idali Saldivar, and joining us is royalty. We are joined by Shayari Morataya.
Yes.
Ladies, thank you so much for joining us, and welcome to Open Your Eyes.
Thank you for having us.
So I am so excited to talk about this pageant. I always enjoy, as you guys can tell, having chit chats with pageant delegates, because we were just mentioning pageantry has taken such a big shift. It's no longer just about beauty, it's about substance, it's about platforms, it's about care of community, giving back to community, as you mentioned. And we are joined here this morning by our representative, Shayari, who will be representing us in just about a day. Yes? You travel to
Dominican Republic. I leave tomorrow.
You leave tomorrow, and you'll be there for about 3 days.
Yeah, a week.
A week.
6 to the 12th.
To the 12th, to partake in the
Miss America Latina del Mundo.
Miss America Latina
Del Mundo.
If you say it fast, it sounds very nice. Let's talk about your interest in this pageantry in the first place.
Yeah, so from I was a little girl, pageantry has always been like a dream to me. I loved looking up to other girls who participated in pageantry, and I am honored to be able to now be one of those inspiring other young girls as well. So I remember my first pageant was actually when I was about 10 or 11 for a primary school pageant. And that's what really sparked that love for pageantry for me. So now it's an honor to be able to be here discussing this new pageant.
How old are you, if I can ask?
I'm 22.
You are 22, and this would be your what pageant?
This is my first international pageant.
Okay.
Yes.
But you've done this before, obviously. You said from primary school.
Yes, and I participated in Miss World Belize last year.
Okay, so we would have gotten introduced to you before, but you actually won this particular title, and now you get to represent our country as well.
Yes.
What would you say is the difference between this pageant and the others that you have participated in so far?
So for this pageant in particular, it's about representing the Latin culture. And as a Latina myself, I am honored to be able to display my roots and the heritage that comes with it. You know, Belize is a very diverse country, and I'm so glad that I'm able to represent not only Belize, but also in particular that Latin aspect of it.
Yes.
I'd like to bring Ms. Oliver into the conversation just to talk a bit about what this experience, this entire experience has been like, and how is it that you're managing to be a part of this?
So for me, I've done pageants before. I've done a few Latin pageants, and I've done Miss World in 2013. Belize has had representation at Miss America Latina del Mundo in the past. We have placed twice already, not under my directorship, but now that the ILS Phoenix has the franchise, we do have a lot of Latinas in the country, and I've said this so many times, representation matters. Yeah. So making a return back to Miss America Latina del Mundo with Shayari, we're hoping for another placement or that crown. We're coming for the crown.
What does the competition entail?
It has different segments. There is a costume competition. There's the preliminaries, the swimsuit competition, the evening gown, and the question and answer, of course.
What does preparation look like for contestants?
Would you like to discuss that?
So we have been preparing for quite some time now. You know, it's been a lot of work, not only on myself, but also the entire organization. So we've been preparing because, like she said, there's different segments. So we have the swimsuit, we have the evening gown, and of course the question and answers. And it's been a lot of work, but I feel like it's all been worth it. So we're ready to represent Belize proudly.
Is there a particular segment that you are looking forward to the most?
Yes, two actually.
Okay.
The question and answers, and also the evening gown.
Okay. Now, one of the things that, as I mentioned, we are seeing more from delegates that represent us is that they have to showcase that they are passionate about something. They have a platform. In this case, what would be your platform?
So my platform would be non-communicable diseases, but with a particular focus on renal health. So, I always say that health is one of our biggest assets. How can we build up as a country if we don't have healthy citizens? So it's very important for us to take care of our health, and through working with the Kidney Association of Belize, I've been able to see how much these non-communicable diseases affect us, but particularly kidney disease. So 2 out of every 10 persons here in Belize suffer with kidney disease, and through my platform, I want to be able to raise awareness and also educate the community, because if we educate our communities, then we're able to prevent these diseases before they even start.
So what have you been doing to bring awareness to this issue?
So as I'm a member of the Kidney Association of Belize, so working along with them, we've been at health fairs, we go to different organizations to do like checkups, so free checkups for them, and that way we're able to not only get educate them as well, on what it is and what it entails to have kidney disease.
How do you feel, or how do you believe these pageants add value to young women?
Oh, pageants, like you mentioned earlier, it's not just about the crowns and the sashes and the gongs. It's much more than that. Through pageantry, we are able to discuss topics that we are very passionate about, and everyone has their own different topic, that they want to share. So through this, we're able to, with different girls from different pageants, we're able to communicate and bring all of these interests together to build a better community.
What are some of the key advice, Ms. Saldivar, that you give contestants as they prepare for these international competitions where the spotlight is shining bright on them?
I usually tell them to stay true to themselves. Just be you. There's no one else in this world that is idly Saldivar. There's no other Shayari. Just be true to yourself, and I think that is the best advice you can give someone. I also tell them to advocate for something. Always try to give back to your community. I've tried my very best, and Shayari has been doing such great work as well. The ILS Phoenix, we have a focus on reducing the high school dropout rate. So we've been providing scholarships to high school students throughout the country of Belize, and we've been working in the US doing different food drives, and in Haiti as well, we've been working with a cancer treatment center there.
Wow. So where does the support come from to cover all the expenses as a foundation, as a contestant? Where does the support come from?
We have a few sponsors, local sponsors, and mostly out of pocket. The ILS Phoenix has been coming out of pocket mostly. We have a board of directors and a committee. So we've been pooling our monies together.
What's the return for you all in all of this? I mean, what's the return? Let's put it that way.
The love of it.
Wow.
I would say for the love of it. We all love giving back to our country, just serving our country and being, patriotic citizens.
Yeah.
So,
I love that.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to even think of what it means to be patriotic as well. And I mean, I think, again, I go back to the misconception or the perception of what pageantry represented many years ago, and the ways that now we are using pageantry as a tool in tourism. I think of these ladies representing our country and sharing a brochure, letting people know where exactly Belize is, because you'd be surprised, people still don't know. But to also share a bit of our culture on your social media platforms. When you leave from the Dominican Republic, people will actually know how a Belizean looks,
Yes.
how they
Yes.
sound, the fact that there are Latina women there, but also the fact that Belize is still our, English is still our first language.
Yes.
So there are so many ways that we can educate the country, educate other people about our country simply through
Pageantry.
So
Yeah.
here's my final question for you, Shayari, right?
Shanyari.
It'll take me some time, but what are some things that you definitely cannot leave Belize without when traveling for this pageant?
Oh, I love spicy food.
Ah.
So my Mari Sharp is packed and ready to go.
I agree with you, girl. I agree with you.
Yeah, that's one. Give me two more things you can't leave without. It could be pageant related or non-pageant related.
Okay, so another one would definitely be my sash. My sash means a lot to me. You know, being Miss America, Miss Belize Latina I am honored. It means so much to me.
I like that.
So those two would be my essentials on this trip.
I still want one more fire. I mean, it could be toothbrush or toothpaste.
Of course.
All right, so I keep that as a third
Yes.
one. Toothbrush or toothpaste.
All right.
Nice.
At least a Belize flag, though.
Yes,
you
of
know.
course.
All right, so that's a good one. So when is the pageant again? Remind us, and perhaps was there a way we can view it?
They haven't released as yet how they're going, but it might be through YouTube. You can stay updated on the ILS Phoenix
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram page. You can also follow Shayari so that you can know where to stream the pageant. It's going to be held on October 12th in the Dominican Republic, but we will be posting. We have been posting so far, so everyone can stay tuned and follow her journey.
Wonderful.
Excellent.
Well, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We wish you all the best, and we
Thank
hope
you.
that place or no place, you know that you have an entire country behind you, supporting you, and of course, they want to see you do well and come back and don't focus so much on the pressure around you. Just enjoy yourself as well.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
All right. We are going to wrap up now. We want to say thank you to all of our guests who joined us this morning, but a very special thank you to you guys for tuning in with us. It is October 4th, and if you're celebrating a birthday today, happy birthday to you. And if you'd like to give a birthday shout out, or if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send us an email at oye@channel5belize.com.
And of course, you can catch us on Facebook live every single morning at Open Your Eyes BZ.
As well as Instagram for behind the scenes contents at OYE Belize. Thank you so much for joining us, and please do us a favor and join us again on Monday when you open your eyes.
And start your morning right.
Until then, keep your eyes, your mind.
And your hearts open.
Have a wonderful Friday and a great weekend. Bye.
Open Your Eyes was brought to you by Smart, bringing people together, and the Belize Bank, our country, your bank.